So, welcome to Group Four's Communication Strategy Project for Headspace. Uh, Gonna jump right into it. Our message: Headspace is here to help you by providing a positive distraction that allows you to feel control over the uncertainties of the world right now. And our first channel we're going to use here is YouTube. So, we chose YouTube as one of our media channels because almost 70% of our target audience spends time watching videos on their phone. And YouTube serves as the perfect platform for Headspace to advertise specific meditation videos to our target audience, especially with this pandemic going on, in which many people are using YouTube videos as a distraction to kind of turn their mind off the constant negative feed of the news and broadcast television. So our first activation would be to place mid-roll videos across YouTube videos that our target audience would be already watching. And so what a mid-roll video is kind of a little short 10 to 15 second ad that comes in within a video that you've chose to watch on YouTube. So the idea with this is that it's a break from the endless YouTube hole that we all know about. So many people end up falling into it, especially now that they're looking for extra distraction. And that mid-roll video is going to come in and serve as almost like a little wake-up, just reminder, not even a wake-up, that's too harsh, but a gentle reminder to focus on themselves and their mental health. Our second activation would be a short meditation preview video that would be advertised within our target audience's feed. So that is, if they're on their homepage, they're searching through recommended, or maybe they've made a search for certain keywords, and they're scrolling through different YouTube videos, our video would come up as sponsored. And again, and it's kind of just a reminder to take a break from whatever else they've been doing and getting distracted with the social medias, just long videos, and focus on themselves for even just a few short minutes. They could see just maybe even a 1 to 2 minute meditation routine and realize how quick, easy, and short it is to take a pause and work on themselves. Our second channel is going to be Instagram. We chose Instagram as one of our media channels to promote our campaign because almost 80% of our target audience spends time on social media. And while Facebook is bigger than Instagram in terms of monthly active users, when looking at our research, we found that Instagram is more used and more popular with our target audience. So our first activation on there is going to be a sponsored video ad. We're going to place Instagram video ads on the homepage of their target audience between the posts of accounts they already follow. So oftentimes you have, the same thing as YouTube, people scrolling Instagram for hours without realizing it. This ad's going to come up within their feed and again be a gentle reminder to take a break from scrolling and focus on themselves for a few minutes before carrying on with the rest of the day. And we've seen this on TikTok, but not as much on Instagram. So hopefully, it's kind of a new experience for our audience, something they're not as accustomed to, because as you can see with our stats here, our target audience isn't so fond of advertising in general. So we're really trying to make our advertising not feel like advertisements in their tone and here in their approach. Our second Instagram activation would be similar, a sponsored story. So it's the same idea. You're scrolling through stories. That happens for a while. You could get lost, You're doing so probably for distraction, same reason you're on YouTube or scrolling your Instagram feed in general. And so again, it's a gentle reminder while you're scrolling your stories that you have a chance to kind of, take control of this chaos, reduce your anxiety a bit. Just take a few moments and work on yourself. Our last channel, Spotify, reaches a large portion of our target audience, and it does so with frequency. 50% of our target audience use their phones to listen to music, and 44% of Spotify users use the app daily. Furthermore, we're going to be purchasing advertising on mobile platforms only because that's where so much of our target audience is. They're big on their phones. That's where they're listening to music. And again, Spotify, just like Instagram and YouTube, frequently turn to as a distraction from the anxieties of the real world, and that's where we're going to try to meet them. So as such, we're putting audio ads on targeted playlists, and the ads would be focused in tone as to not sound like a typical advertisement, but to be more of a chance to escape from the anxieties that they're feeling. So according to Spotify, campaigns with playlist targeting drive 2.1 times higher intent than those that don't. So on mood and activity-based playlists, such as chill playlists, sleep playlists, focus, yoga, these are all already offered by Spotify. We'd put in 30-second ads in between songs that explain Headspace and the potential it has to help you lower your anxiety and control the now, control those uncertainties. Secondly, we're going to be doing podcast audio ads. We found a major issue in our research, which was that our target audience lacks trust in social media companies and brands. And according to Spotify, listeners are going to trust ads more if they hear them in a podcast. So the idea with this is we have designated podcasts that our target audience is interested in. We have their hosts read a loose 1-minute scripted ad focusing on the positive experience of other listeners using Headspace, because we also found in our research how much Headspace our target audience is big on the opinions of others. So here we have podcast hosts doing more of a loose ad talking about the experiences of their listeners and how they've decreased their anxiety over the past few months.